Amazing series. It was Cloud9 coming out on top pretty well at the end of that game. Like Shock said, it took a little bit for everyone to get going, and it was close. I want to start with the replay of that last fight. Jad, I'm going to hand it over to you because this is the opportunities. They were minuscule, but Cloud9 acted on them when they could, every time.
And it was all about opportunity because Cloud9 was losing this game for a lot of it until they started finding picks. And if we get into this replay just right now, it was all about split-second decision-making is really the biggest thing that comes down to. Meteos sees an opportunity, they're on the same page. Oriana Ball goes as he flash alts, and they catch two people. They instantly kill Frog and Shook, and since they had already had the Baron buff, they know that if they get the right catch, the game is over. Because you can end a game on one wave of Baron-empowered minions.
I actually think that through the game, we questioned Meteos' item choice. Like, why did he go for the Juggernaut? Why didn't he just go for the flat Brutalizer earlier on? I think it was a conscious thing that he realized later in the game that he had to get that Brutalizer just for the extra damage, look for the burst on someone so there wasn't a sustained fight, because Soraka's really good at those sustained fights, not so much at those instant, wow, bam, you're dead.
Well, especially with the Xerath coming in there too. That was a really key member that he could burst down. I mean, Graves does get a little bit tanky due to his passive. But for me, going beyond that very impressive last team fight, it was really all about Cloud9, and they won this game in a very Cloud9 fashion. They outmaneuver you on the map, they get objectives, they manage to sneak them in, make some pressure somewhere else, get an inhibitor here, make a pick there, and that's how they take you out.
Yeah, that decision-making, the decision-making at around 22 minutes when Sneaky was pushing bottom, and they basically baited Alliance into a fight and drew a free inhibitor from that, I think that was very paramount to their win. It's just that clear-cut decision-making that Alliance seemed to lack throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, the strangest thing was they were down the first 3 dragons. Like, they did not have objective control in that game whatsoever, but against a somewhat passive-feeling Alliance team, they need Wicked and Shook to fly in, but too many times the fight was being started with a Xerath getting hit by something or by Reckless getting hit by something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is just what's so exciting for me, and why I really enjoy watching Cloud9 is because they are so creative on the fly, and that's what makes their shot calling truly great as a team, is that they can be in a situation where they are 3 dragons down, or they can be in a situation that nobody has ever seen before, and yet they can come up with very creative solutions, find those little edges, and adapt so well on the fly in game.
It's creating that pressure. We saw Wicked teleport top immediately to kill Balls a second time. I thought Alliance is going to go way more aggressive this year, this whatever. They have these opportunities, but then they didn't create anymore, and it kind of just fizzled out, and we saw Cloud9 taking those advantages. Right now, we are going to have that final matchup ending. That is Cloud9 on the win over Alliance in that best of 3. We are going to have the ARAM coming up next for our show match, but right now we're going to go ahead and throw it down to Shox, who's hanging out on the floor.